The views and opinions expressed by the host do not reflect yours. You're now under the influence of good conversation. This is VIBEZ, the podcast, hosted by Mimi.
What's up, y'all? It's me, Mimi, aka Joy Trash, because y'all know I like my name. I'm keeping my name, y'all. Don't judge me. I sense judgment. What's up, y'all? We got a really good, exciting show. We got 2 dope interviews for the topic of the week. You guys, I got to do some interviews and talk to 2 dope-ass black women who are both entrepreneurs and authors. So the topic of the week, y'all will get to tune in and hear those interviews that I got to do. But y'all, we gonna get into the show. I'm excited. Damn, I lost my bar. Hold on, let me start again. We gonna get into the show. Oh, cause you know how I do. Oh, that's all I got. I felt like I was like Megan Thee Stallion for about 5 seconds. Yeah, I gotta get my bars up. Give me time. Hold on. Cause you know, man, fuck it. God damn, I lost my bars. Y'all know I be having bars. Forget it. Just forget about it, man. Forget about it. Anywho, let me tell you what I'm drinking. Because I am, over the course of the last few months, I've turned into a complete white man when it comes to drinking. That's it. That's the only time I'm a white man. I like bourbon and I like whiskey. That's it. For hard liquor, I don't do vodka anymore because, bitch, I'm bougie. I've upgraded. Who drinks vodka? Not me. You. That's because you're basic. Basic people drink vodka. But I think I might be a country white man. Yeah, I'm drinking on apple Jim Beam and ginger beer. And you can judge me. You can judge me up and down, side to side, however you want to. It tastes good to me. And that's all the fuck I know. You should try some. Hold on. Yes, God. Because y'all remember, you're an avid podcast listener, an avid vibes listener. Lady never takes a sip. She takes a what? Squig. Y'all, you remember. I got faith in you. You remember, girl. Y'all, let me hit y'all with this music lyric of the week. Are y'all ready? And since I'm doing the show, right now I'm just doing this part by myself. Y'all, okay, hold on, because I know I'm all over the place. Y'all, it was motherfucking snowing in Chicago on the very day of April 27th in the year of your Lord in Christ 2019. It was snowing. Do you hear what I'm saying? The day before that, it was 70 degrees outside. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Are you listening to what I'm saying? Because I'm asking you, do you hear me? It was 70 degrees outside. And the very next day, it snowed. I don't know what in the good I almost cursed and then put God in there. He ain't got nothing to do with this. That's Mother Nature. She play too much. She thinks somebody put God, I'll run up on you. Catch these hands, girl. But yeah, it was real life snowing outside. Anywho, y'all, let's get into this music lyric. And you just gonna have to guess it because it ain't no, I'm not giving you the answer. This should be easy, y'all. This is my jam. This song, it's a jam. And I'm only giving you the lyrics. All right, here we go. I hit you with the best stroke, freestyle, and then the breaststroke, till you blowing cigarette smoke. and now the bed's broke. If you don't know who that is, slap yourself, because that's a jam. It's a forever jam. It's going to go down as the jammiest jam in all the jams. Whew. Y'all know who that is. You know who it is. You overdoing it right now. Like, you're over guessing. You're trying to figure out, damn, I know this song. I almost gave it away. That's what I did, but not on this day. I will not give it away. Bars. There we go. It's coming back to me. I just had to get a little sippy sip on my drinky drink. All right, cool. I got it. My bars are coming back to me. All right, y'all. We gonna get into the snippet of the week. This is actually song of the week. Y'all, I'm in a neo soul R&B mood right now. So I don't neo soul R&B mood. Yeah, I'm not interested in listening to having any songs of the week be like hardcore rap. I'ma fuck a nigga up, shoot him in the butt. I might go out and spend 20 on a slut. Oh, bars. There we go. It's coming back. I don't want to hear any of that right now. Like, I don't want to hear any of that. So I'm in a neo soul R&B mood. So yeah, the snippet of the week. This is Lauren McClinton. And the name of this song is Treasure. So y'all check this out, and I'll be right back.
Why you running, baby? You know this is your time. And everything I've known right up to this point's no longer on my mind. Because there's something bigger than me. I know. This whole thing's bigger than me. There's something bigger than me. I know. This whole thing's bigger than me. Oh, I know we're a treasure.
Y'all, we're back. We're back, y'all. When y'all jamming? You know, if you got your drink in your hand and you was listening to that, you felt like you was going somewhere, right? That's probably not how it go, but in my mind, you know. Then she kind of, when it started off, it kind of reminded you like a Erykah Badu song or some shit Erykah Badu be doing. That's my jam right now, y'all. That's Laura McClinton with Treasure. Y'all, she has another song called Anatomy, and that song is dope as well. Y'all can go find her on SoundCloud. I didn't see her music anywhere else, but it's on SoundCloud. She has a few songs up there, and they're dope. So I was like, girl, you've been added to my playlist. Oh, you heard my run. Boy, I got so much goddamn talent. It don't make no sense. I quit because y'all can't handle me. I'm too much. Whatever. All right, let's move on. Let's get into some black shit. Girl, what's all this black shit? I don't know. Black ass shit. Y'all, first up, I don't know if this was a black ass story, but it's going to be a black ass story today because I felt like some black ass people were responsible for this. So in Michigan, some man was driving on hit the freeway. Oh, that's the jam. Some man was driving on the expressway, and he forgot that he left a box on top of his truck, on the back of his truck, and it had $30,000 in the box. And the box flew off the back of the truck, and it hit the freeway. And then people stopped, and they picked the money up. Now, the same person, police are now asking that the people who took the money please return the $30,000. People in Michigan. Number one, to the police officers in Michigan. Number one, as simply put, as simple as it gets. Ain't nobody returning that motherfucking money. Who finna give money back? But let me tell you who did give some money back. They had to be white. Some lady gave back $3,800 to 17-year-old teenagers to return like $683. Somebody else returned $2,000. I'm not giving you nothing back. It flew off of your truck because your dumb ass didn't secure the bag. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? How you forget to secure your bag or your box or whatever the fuck you put your money in? Why you just got $30,000? What do you do? Police ain't questioning you. They ain't like, he just got $30,000 in cash, in a box in the back of his fucking truck. What is it that you do? Let me know what you do so I can come and do it with you. I'm not giving you that money back. I'm not going to the police. So shout out to all the people who not giving the money back. Y'all the real MVPs because y'all probably paid your damn bills up 6 months with that. Whatever amount you collected, I hope you paid your bills, okay? I hope that's what you did. Unless y'all spending that money on the goddamn B2K Millennial concert. Otherwise, I don't respect y'all no more. Side note, anybody go to that? The Millennium Tour hit Chicago the other day. And I found out that my backstabbing best friend went. She not really backstabbing because I didn't want to go to the shit anyway. But y'all, I hope y'all all lived y'all life. And at that concert, y'all pray for Baby Blue, Slickum. Ain't they the same person? I don't know. One of them, Slickum, Baby Blue, Boogie, Brad, Jay, one of them. They keep having troubles on the tour because, they don't know the moves. They keep falling. Help them out. Don't know who it is. Anywho, shout out to all the people who not giving that money back. I stand with you. Moving on in other black shit. Your favorite pedophile uncle R. Kelly, his legal team is claiming that he lost his recent case. There's a recent case about sexual misconduct or sexual assault on one specific lady who sued him. He lost the case, and his legal team is saying that he lost the case because he has a learning disability. So, pedophile uncle, pedofuncle, that's what I'm gonna call him. So you gonna tell me that pedofuncle lost the case because he's illiterate? So because he can't read, not the lawyers, because that's what your fucking job is as the lawyer. Even though we don't want him to win any of the cases, but you, the lawyer, his representative, you're saying that he lost the case because he can't read. He's illiterate. He doesn't understand what's being presented to him. You're telling me that he lost the case because he's dumb, not because you, the lawyer, are dumb, but because he's dumb. You lost the case. Okay, we're moving on because I can't. I kind of like this next story. It's funny, it's inspiring, and a whole lot of other shit. I don't know what this man's name is. Shushu, Fusho, Shosho. Some man in prison, a prison inmate, went viral all over the internet for his fashion prison line. So this man done took the goddamn mats off of the bed and the plastic from the mat, and he done took that and sewed it into his prison uniform to create fashion line. And, his shit looks like, some Fashion Nova for men. It did. It looked like, ooh, it actually looked good. But here's, so congratulations to that man, because if he can do it, anyone can. And he ain't had no damn materials. So he used damn paper clip and some floss as his thread. Here's what I'm really cackling about. He had a cell phone and he had a watch. And he's in prison. And I want to know, how does he have those things? Because he's in prison. I thought a cell phone in prison was considered contraband. And if you get caught with contraband, isn't that a strike? Will they not, put you in solitary? So here's the second thing that I just thought about. Someone recorded him, which I'm going to guess is his cellmate. So that means the cellmate has a cell phone with a camera on it. And the cellmate has a phone plan. Unless they got Wi-Fi in the prison. Just, y'all take a minute. Let me take a minute. I got to sip my drink. I'm sorry, I got to squeak. I'm getting flustered over here. I can't even form a question. Because, yes, congratulations, sir. You are a fashion designer. When you get out of prison, you better be designing fashion. But on to the real subject here. How the fuck are y'all getting cell phones and watches that cost $300 and forward-facing camera phones? How the fuck are y'all getting this in prison? How much money you got on your books? Do you really need to be in prison? How? What's happening? Where you getting all this material? Because you only had one mat on your damn bed. So your roommate gave you his, everybody else gave you theirs. Where you getting this stuff from to keep designing these clothes? Where did you get a hat from in the prison? And is it not against prison policy to put extra stuff on your uniform? Are you allowed to just walk around the prison with your new clothes that you made? I have so many questions, and I'm just wondering why y'all don't. I'm not hating on the man. He obviously has talent. But, sir, how? How are you doing this? Who is helping you? I'm going to blame this on a prison guard. I'm also going to go out on a limb and say that he got in trouble after this video went viral, because I'm sure the goddamn warden didn't know about all this shit. I'm moving on because it's too much. Whew, Chile. Y'all favorite cousin Kanye West wants to start his own church. She's just gonna take a little time to let that simmer. He wants to start his own church. He wants to start on his church. Once he start church, his Kanye, you get where I'm going. Kanye West wants to start his own church because for the past, few months, he's been taking people to church with his concerts on Sunday. So he wants to start his own church because he's taken the whites in Calabasas to church on Sunday with music that's not his. So he wants to start his own church because he's gathered a choir and he makes them wear his apparel every Sunday. And they sing songs that have been sung or sang by Black people in the church forever and every Sunday. But he wants to start his own church because he's assisting the whites in catching something. I don't know if they're catching the ghost. I don't know if it's holy, but they're catching something out there in Calabasas in the middle of the desert. I mean, they should be catching some shit. It's dry. What else is out there? What else is there to do? So Kanye West, you ain't got nothing else to do in your $1 billion house with the Kardashians and your wife and your 33 kids and your record labels and your artists and your fashion line. You don't have nothing else to do but start a damn church because the whites are feeling something on the Sunday and your potato sack apparel. Yeah, I'm getting highly upset. And I'm getting upset because this is dumb. Things are dumb. Things are really, really dumb. Things are stupid. I'm not. I mean, y'all can go to Kanye's church if you want to. I'm pretty sure he's going to offer online services because that's the way to people's hearts nowadays. You know, not physically going into church. I can watch you from the comfort of my home online. You know, like a creep. Y'all need to go out and buy y'all some apple Jim Beam. Now, I know old white men probably drink this. I really don't know anybody that drinks Jim Beam. But I do. And it's apple. And it tastes good with some ginger beer. It's so good. Yeah, there's a lot of black shit going on. Shout out to Van Jones for coming at Wendy Williams' head on her show. That she tried to call him out for his, divorce or the fact that he's splitting up with his wife. And he was like, called her ass out. He was like, I don't see no ring on your finger. What? Wendy did get flustered. Shout out to Van Jones. She got flustered and said some shit about she sits on this side of the couch, so she asked the questions. No, girl. No, girl. Just sit in that shit. You lost. I'm pretty sure y'all have watched Homecoming 42 times already since it's come out. I did watch Homecoming. Shout out to Beyonce. She's never going to hear this shit. Shout out to you, girl. Thank you so much for focusing and shining that light on HBCUs. Proud graduate of Jackson State University here. And I'm just here to tell y'all that the HBCU experience is something that cannot be explained. You literally just have to live it. Because no one can explain it to you because you have to have that feeling. And you can't have the feeling through an explanation. You have to experience it so that you can feel it. So shout out to all my HBCU attendees, HBCU graduates, and shout out to all my people from Jackson State University. Shout out to Beyonce for featuring Jackson State University in the motherfucking Homecoming. I saw Sonny Boom of the South. I saw us for 0.82 seconds. You hear what I'm saying? Because you heard what I was saying. Shout out to us, because we did that. Y'all, that's it for black shit. I ain't got too much black shit. It's always some black shit going on, but I can't. So we're moving on to I Discovered. Okay, y'all, so let me tell y'all. Speaking of Beyonce, I'm that person, and I'm not ashamed of it. So y'all know they just put Lemonade on Apple Music, right? And I've been playing that shit out as if it did not come out 3 years ago. Because Beyonce knows what she's doing. She's taking all of our money, and she doesn't give two fucks about it. And she's like, here, and just laid it at the motherfucking curb where she left us. And she was just like, here, take it, Here, for all y'all little peasants that don't have no damn subscription to Tidal. Here, because y'all getting on my goddamn nerves. Y'all know I got Blue and these other two babies over here. So here, that's what she did to us. And we graciously accepted that 3-year-old album on Apple Music. and we play it so much that it's in the top 10 on iTunes. And y'all are playing the fucking Homecoming album out also. But she was just like, here. You know that mama, you know how you beg your mama for something all day and she keeps saying no? And then you just start looking at her with the sad eyes and she gives in to you, but she's still irritated as fuck. That was Beyonce when she put Lemonade on Apple Music. We've been looking at her for 3 years like, what about us? The people who can't listen to it. I did. I'm still able to listen to it because y'all know you can go out and buy the album from the actual store. If you can't stream it because you didn't have Tidal, y'all know that albums still exist in the stores where they sell them. But Beyonce, she got tired of us. She basically was like, here with y'all bald head ass. Gone. Don't ask me for shit else for the next year or two. I'm on break. So thank you, Beyonce. Take your break. We not gonna ask you for nothing. But I've been listening to Lemonade like every day, multiple times a day. I also listen to Lizzo. Y'all, Lizzo, I just be wanting to give her a hug and then smack her in the goddamn face out of, but a good smack because she's just so damn good, y'all. Do you understand? She's so good. I just want to, run up and hug and jump on her. Like, girl, catch me. Don't let me fall. But y'all, Lizzo got a new album out called 'Cause I Love You. And the whole fucking album is a jam. It's a bop. It's a hit. Whatever y'all new kids on the block are saying these days. I am so old. But yeah, that's my jam. Lizzo be talking real. She be making songs like, how you just walk around the house and then you just start singing out of nowhere and you just make your own song up in your own head. That's the type of music she makes. But the shit makes sense. And you be in the car or wherever you are bopping to that shit like, Jerome, he not shit. Go on somewhere, Jerome. And that's the kind of music she makes, and I love it. I love every minute, every second of it. Do that shit, Lizzo. Do that shit. Okay, let me calm down. I got way too excited. I've also been listening to, I felt it in my soul to listen to Auntie Missy Elliott. But I had to go take it back because I had to listen to the Under Construction album because that was a damn album. Do you understand what I'm saying? That was an album. So I was listening to that. And then, y'all, I miss our other Auntie Ree. I miss Ree. I miss Aretha. Because we need to bring her back. So I was listening to Aretha Franklin sings the Great Diva Classics. Because she was on that singing. She was jamming. She was jamming and she was singing. And she was singing while she was jamming. Yeah, that's what I've been listening to this week. I haven't really listened to like a lot of trap music. I have been listening to Cardi B because how can you not? I think every day you need to listen to Cardi B. She needs to be in your system at least once a day, minimum of once a day. But I haven't really been listening to any other rap music this week, y'all, because Lemonade has taken over my life. Lizzo's 'Cause I Love You. Missy and Auntie Riri. That's what I've been listening to. So y'all, that's it for I Discovered. Oh, y'all know what y'all should do? Y'all should go on the IG page, askvibez, askvibez, and let me know what y'all been listening to. Tag me in some stuff because I need new people on my playlist. So y'all do that. Anytime y'all up on some new music and y'all know I'm old and I be like a month late, tag the VIBEZ IG page and let me know what y'all listening to. What have y'all discovered? Well, you guys, I'm so excited. So we're moving on to the topic of the week. So, you guys, this week's topic is minding my own business. So like I said in the beginning, the topic of the week is more so focused on entrepreneurship. And we have, I got the chance to interview two really dope women. So first up, we have Atiya McDaniels, or just Atiya. And Atiya is out of New Jersey. Jersey, stand up. And she's an author. She is a business owner. She's a new mom. She's a blogger. And you guys, she's only 26 years old. So I was super inspired by her. So y'all, check out our interview right now. So this first interview, here we go, right now with Atiya McDaniels. Y'all check it out. And then I'll come back and then I'll tell y'all about Jamie Morrison. All right, guys, so we are here with Atiya McDaniels, who is the founder and CEO of Intense Beauty and Material Girl. And she's also an author. So, hey, Atiya, what's up? What's going on?
Hi, thank you for having me. Nothing much. Just trying to, get myself together, keep advancing, and just trying to keep doing what I'm doing.
I understand. It's a struggle out here. For all of the listeners of VIBEZ podcast that may not know you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? What do you do? I kind of gave a brief intro, but tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. I'm 26 years old. I'm a new mom. She's 7 months old. I'm the owner of Intense Beauty, which is a hair extensions company. And I also have ventured out and started a mentoring platform that goes under Material Girls University of Business that I do on my social media and off my social media. So yeah, that's so far tells in a nutshell about myself. I actually just released my book, Boss Up or Sit Down, where I just go over step by step what you need to do and how to launch your own hair extensions company. So that's been going really well. And yeah, my mentoring platform has been going really well. I have a couple of clients right now, and the hair extensions business is going well too. So that's just me in a nutshell. I'm just all over the place.
Girl, you out here working. That's what you're doing.
I am trying.
Listen, because I'm about to take advice from you. So can you tell us the differences? Is Intense Beauty and Material Girl two separate companies, or is it all under one umbrella?
No, it's two separate brands. I haven't really made my mentoring platform a company. Actually, I just do it as in something that I try to give back and help other women. So yeah, it's two separate brands. Intense Beauty has its own company. That's its own company. And Material Girl is really just my alter ego, myself. And I just under Material Girl, I was able to create, my business, and my alter ego is really based off of my ideal customer would be my alter ego. So that's where my company actually came from. Um, yeah, that's basically how that goes.
Okay, gotcha. What I forgot to ask you, so tell us, where are you from, and what school did you go to?
I am from Newark, New Jersey, and I went to University High School in my city. Yep.
All right, Jersey, stand up. Okay,
Exactly. Trying to represent.
man. Okay, cool. Everybody from everywhere. Okay, so now that you are an entrepreneur and you have your businesses going on for you, like, I'm always interested in knowing, like, what were people doing before they started their own business. So what were some of the jobs that you had before you started your own businesses?
My first job was Burger King, and it was actually my favorite job. I started working at Burger King at 14. My mom, she actually forged my birth certificate to say that I was born a year earlier.
Okay, shut up,
so
mama.
that I could start working, because she said I'm not gonna be giving you grown, you're not grown, but basically old enough to get your own money. You like nice things. I am not about to be supplying you with all these expensive things. You better go get a job. And that was my first job. And from there, I went to work in the mall at Limited 2. Now it's called Justice. I worked there and I hated it. I hated that job. I hated that job. I hated that job. But I only worked there for, I would give it a month. And then I went back to Burger King. They rehired me, and I worked there. I worked Burger King a very long time, like throughout high school. And from Burger King, I went to Best Buy. I liked Best Buy. I worked Best Buy Mobile, so I dealt with the cell phones. And that's kind of how I learned how to pitch the products to customers and things like that. Because when you work at Best Buy, that's all sales. You really have to sell, the appliances and all the electronics and teach people how to work it and all of that stuff. So I did that for a long time. I liked Best Buy. Um, then from Best Buy, I got fired because I would call out all the time. And they told me the last time you would call out, you're going to fire you and let you go. So then I was just like, okay, whatever. And I called out again, and then I got fired. Life happens. I was young. I was like, you're not going to be telling me when I could, work, and when I got to tell, like, I was like, you're not going to be telling me what I could do and what I can't do. So then I went back to Burger King, and then from Burger King, this is still in high school. So I went back because Burger King wasn't giving me enough money, but I liked the job. So I went back and forth, and then I went back to Burger King. And then my senior year, I actually received a letter in the mail talking about a workforce program. They'll pay for you to go to college and everything. So I went to that. That was actually like you had to get picked. So you had to do like assignments and write papers and everything like that. So I did that, and they picked me. So I was one of like the 10, and it was like 200 people in the process. So they picked me, and I went to work for a health insurance company, and they paid for me to go to college. And ever since, that's been my last job, working at the health insurance company. So that's how my whole career went. And while working at the health insurance company, I I went natural, and I had to figure out a way how I wasn't comfortable with my natural hair. So I had to figure out a way to wear my hair and go to work. So I started wearing weaves, and I wasn't really wearing weaves throughout high school. I was more so getting my hair blown out by the Dominicans, and I had shoulder length hair, so that's what I was doing at the time back then, and braids and simple hair weaves and stuff like that. So I started wearing extensions to work, and then I got into bundles. Bundles was just coming out because I was still going to the resupply store to get my Janet, my Yaki straight or whatever back then. So I started wearing weaves and stuff like that. Started getting into bundles and I made my first wig, and I was spending so much money with my hair extensions that something just dawned on me and said, I should start selling this because people keep asking me where I get my hair from. So why don't I just sell it? And that's how the idea of having a hair extensions company, but I didn't, you know, go full force into it until like 2 years later, after still thinking about the idea, and then Intense Beauty was born.
And that was
That's my whole background. Yeah,
that
go
was
ahead.
actually like one of my questions because I wanted to know, but you just kind of answered like, how did you narrow down your business ventures or your business choices? Because I'm always interested. 'Cause what I am seeing is like more and more people are getting into the hair extension industry, and I'm like over here tiptoeing around it, like I don't know, this a good thing to do? So that was kind of one of my questions about like how did you get into that industry? But you say you made your first wig, girl. I would be
This was in 2010, yeah, when I was like, I'm giving all my money away to all of these businesses.
right.
I could start wearing my own hair extensions.
Exactly.
So that's how that went.
Girl, if I knew how to do hair, I would be in there. But I'm the girl.
I taught myself through YouTube because I'm not a licensed stylist. That's not my forte. But I know what I like, and I know what looks good. So after wearing it for so long, like this is 2010, I didn't have my share of testing good hair and bad hair. So I definitely know, and wearing it myself, I know what's good and what's bad, you know, and I'm able to, make a company out of it because I was the consumer. So I know what somebody wants. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely understand that, but for myself, what I've definitely learned, girl, hair is not my ministry. I've been on YouTube. I tried, it never comes out looking like it looks on YouTube. So I'm just,
You gotta practice.
girl, I did practice, it just, that ain't my ministry, I'm gonna go with what I know. Podcasting, that's my ministry.
Oh
I
yeah.
can talk to you all day long, girl. I'd be
Go
like,
what comes natural to you.
exactly.
Mhm.
I be on
Mhm.
YouTube trying to do the natural styles with the nice braids, and then I do it, girl.
Well, natural wasn't my thing either. That's why I had to go to the hair extensions. I had to go to the braids. But, with my hair extensions, I was able to grow my hair. Like my hair, I reached waistline.
Okay.
Yeah.
See,
Wearing my hair extensions. So that's another reason why I feel so strongly about, hair extensions is not just for the ones that you should use it to your advantage. You shouldn't use it just for a style. You should use it, for protective styling and helping your actual natural hair grow. I'm an advocate for taking care of your hair under the weave. You have to. You
gotcha.
have to.
Okay, see, I get
Mhm.
like mixed up and confused because every woman or every person who wears hair extensions, I guess they have different reasons for wearing it, and so sometimes I'll be like, okay, well, what reason are you wearing it for? And I'm always wondering, are you taking care of your hair under
Yes, you have to
there?
take care of your hair underneath. It can't just be for fashion and sport. You really just got to take care of your hair underneath while you're wearing it. Kill two birds with one stone. When you take the weave out, you can still swing it and drop that ponytail. Like, yes, you know, I'm got a weave on, but I got hair too.
Okay.
People be so surprised when I take my wigs and everything off that my hair is so long. And it's just like, you think I'm just wearing these wigs just to wear them? No, girl.
Because I think that's like a lot of people get that impression, especially of like girls today wearing weaves, like you said before, it's for fashion and sport now. And so
Mm-hmm.
when you have a person like yourself who's business minded and you're like, okay, well, yeah, I'm wearing this, but also I have natural hair under here and I'm using this to my advantage for the growth of my hair. People don't always like think in that mindset. So yeah, when you do take your wig off, it might be surprising to some people because I think people just have that
Mm-hmm.
simple narrow mindset of why are you wearing this
It's
wig?
also a stigma that,
Yeah.
black women don't have hair. They don't have the longest of hair. So it's just a stigma that a lot of people have placed on the black women when they wear their weaves or their extensions, that underneath they're really, don't have much. But it's also some women, other races, who, are their hair growth challenged as well.
Okay.
And people don't put that stigma on them. They think it's their hair.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know.
always.
I just tell people, don't just wear the wig and don't just wear the sew-in just to be wearing it. Make sure whoever's doing it and putting it in, they're not tugging and pulling and putting so much strain on your edges and your hair. Make sure your hair is growing underneath. Use it for a purpose. Use, everything you should be using for a purpose. Don't use it in vain.
Well, see, that's why you are the business person because people need your help. And that kind of like leads me into my next question. So about your other like material girl, you said that's like your alter ego, which you also do
Mhm.
like a lot of motivational speaking and doing consultations for things of that nature. How did you
Mhm.
like get into that also? Like when did you decide, okay, well I have my
I was pushed into that
mm,
platform because people started noticing, nobody really, I never really put it out there like that I was the owner of Intense Beauty.
mm-hmm.
So people started to notice me and started to notice, I was the owner of a hair extensions company, and girls would DM me asking me for advice, asking me to mentor them. And I was looking at myself like, I'm still learning myself. How can I, tell you something? I'm still trying to figure it out myself. But I had to realize they are where I was. So being as though I'm past them, I'm not too much far, ahead of them where I can't let them know what I just went through or give them a piece of advice on how they can avoid what I just went through. So I just went on my social media and I made a post asking if people were interested in me actually mentoring them and what would be something that they, had questions about. And to my surprise, people actually commented and had wrote questions and I need help with this, I need help with that. And then I was so surprised, like, wow, y'all really, trust me, to give you the answers that you're looking for.
Yeah.
So I just, wrote down the answers. I wrote down the questions and I kind of listed them in the order that I believe that they should be answered in along with the process. And I just said to myself, how can I answer these questions without, doing so much, different posts or different, I wanted to keep everything in one place. So I just said I'll write a book. And that's how my book came about. And I just directed everybody to the book, it's like a breakdown from the very beginning of trying to figure out what to name your business all the way down to creating a website, how to get packaging, how to develop your packaging, your business accounts, and how to pay yourself, everything I just listed in the book. And that's really how my coaching platform came about. I was pushed into it by my followers.
And okay, so I just learned something right there because I was going to ask you about the book, and that's really interesting. That's actually a pretty dope idea to just take all of the questions and all of the advice and just things that you have,
Yeah,
like
just put it in.
and put it
Yeah.
in book format, because that way you don't have to keep repeating yourself, and it's like everything that
Mhm.
you want to know, it's literally in the book. So you're giving people that how-to guide, which is
Mhm.
really dope. And then I also wanted to know, because like often, especially us young people, like when we're getting into businesses or starting our own businesses, I always am like, okay, well, who do I look to? Who's going to help me? So, did you have a coach or a mentor to help you through this whole process?
I actually did not. I would follow people on Instagram. So when I just started out, Ming Lee, from Atlanta, she's the owner of Snob Life. She was she's still a big thing, but back then, as she was coming into the industry, she was really making an impact. And I was actually one of her fans, if you want to say. I loved how she developed her business and how she went about her marketing and everything like that. So I was actually looking, to her for some guidance. I never really actually spoke to her one on one, but I would just always, visit her Instagram and visit everything that she did and just was like so blown away and inspired, like, oh, I want to be just like her. Um, Another person today is Judy Jessica from Kaleidoscope Hair Products.
Mm-hmm.
I look to her for guidance and what she does, and I kind of look at how she goes about handling her business, and I just you can't really follow what they do, but you can kind of take uh take notice of the steps and everything that they've taken to get where they are so that you can formulate a plan for yourself.
Right.
And that's what I kind of do when I look at, these people before me. Yeah, those are the really two people that I look at. I also like a couple of other hair companies and how they go about their brand and everything like that. But for the most part, right now, currently, I'm looking to Jessica. I'm actually reading her book right now. I'm just trying to get some advice on, what I can do better, what I need to be working on, or what I can add. Because I'm always looking to learn, from people who are where I aspire to be. That's what you have to do when you're in business. You can't always think everything. You have to be open to learning new things and new concepts and just opening up your horizons to learning things that you don't know, because you don't know everything. you know in this business.
And that's very true. And I'm glad that you said that, because a lot of us are starting off in our own businesses, whatever they may be. A lot of the times, I know I'll speak for myself, not that I thought I knew everything, but I thought I could do everything by myself. And so when I did
Mm-hmm.
get to that point of, no, I need help and I need to figure out who can I ask, because my thing is, it's okay to ask for help. It's still your business, but you don't know everything, so you have to learn, and that's why the people there are along the way to help you.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys, we are going to kind of venture left, because we're getting into the end of the interview. So Atiya, I do want to ask you to pick a number between 1 and 5. 'Cause y'all know this is time for the in my box questions. So pick a number between 1 and 5.
4.
Okay, 4. Let's see what's on this question. Ooh, okay. So what's the
I'm scared.
don't be scared. What's the worst event you've ever had at one of your live events? Like the worst incident, sorry. Was there an incident?
I actually haven't had my first event. Can I pick another question?
Okay, yes.
Another number?
Yes, you can.
Um, I'll pick 3. That's the original number that I wanted to say.
Okay, 3 is a good question. Okay, what was the last embarrassing situation that you were in?
The last embarrassing situation.
Yeah, we all have our embarrassing moments. Something that you was just probably like, oh my God, I don't even want to be here right now. I don't even want anybody to see me right now. Last embarrassing situation.
I haven't had one. Oh, maybe I will say the other day I was not looking my best. I had just ran outside just to pick my daughter up from the babysitter, and we were crossing the street. I had her in the car seat and I had bags in my hand. I had a lot of stuff. I had a hat on my head. My wig wasn't looking the best. I had on some leggings. I didn't match. I had on mismatched socks, and this person rolled past me, and I could have sworn it was my ex from years ago.
No.
Yeah. But he rolled past slow, right? As if like, somebody's looking like they know you or whatever.
Right.
And they about to stop. And he rolled past slow, and I just get a glimpse of him. He had his hand over his mouth like he was smirking or whatever. And then I just kept walking. I was like, you know what? Oh well, whatever. If it's you, oh well, whatever. I don't want you anyway. So what do I care? I ran outside to get my daughter. Okay. I got consultations, I got calls, I'm running back in the house. But that was an embarrassing situation that happened the other day. I was kind of embarrassed, but then I had to brush it off like, oh well, whatever. You saw me, whatever. But if you see me again, I'm gonna be looking good. So
Exactly.
it doesn't
Like,
even
I'm gonna be
matter.
looking good with my own business, bringing in these bags. So
Exactly.
Okay, cool, girl. I definitely would have been. I would have been like you, embarrassed initially. Then I would have thought about it like, okay, and
Yeah. Like, what am I tripping for?
exactly. All right. Okay, embarrassing
Mhm.
situation. Okay, Atiya, tell the people like how they can follow you on social media. And so tell them your social media first. Let's drop those.
Okay. My social media: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter is all Material Girl, spelled MtrlGirl. So yeah, all of that is Material Girl. The website is mtrl-girl.com. And Intense Beauty is Intense Beauty on all social media platforms. It's spelled INTENSEBEAUTE. So it's Intense Beauty with an E. And the website is intense-beauty with an E.com.
All right. And one more time, can you give us the name of your book and how they can either buy it or download it?
Okay. The name of my book is Boss Up or Sit Down, and it's sold on Amazon. It's an ebook. So right after you purchase it, you can read it right away. If you don't have a Kindle, Kindle has a free app that you can download, and you can still get the book through Amazon. So you're still able to read it if you have a Kindle or if you don't.
All right, so there y'all have it. You guys, you can go follow Atiya. You can follow her Material Girl page, like she just said, on IG, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Material Girl, MtrlGirl. And then same with Intense Beauty, but remember beauty with an E at the end. Atiya, thank you so much for being on the show. I truly appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. It was a good time.
Thank you. I'm already taking lessons from you about how to build my business. So definitely count me in. I will support
Thank
you and get
you.
that book because, girl,
I appreciate it so much.
no problem. I got to learn from everybody. You take everybody's advice and then make it your own.
Yes, you exactly.
So guys, go make sure you follow Tia's pages, Intense Beauty and Material Girl, on IG, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Again, thank you so much for being on the show. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right, you guys. So again, that was Atiya McDaniels. Y'all, she out here killing the game. Y'all understand? At 26 years old, y'all, I'm older than her, and I'm getting my life together. But she's definitely motivation. I was like, girl, do what you do. Do this shit, girl. Do it. So shout out to Atiya McDaniels. Y'all make sure y'all go follow her. Material Girl, Intense Beauty. Y'all follow her, because when I tell you she's out here doing it, she's doing it. Y'all, next up, I had another dope conversation with Miss Jamie Morrison, who is health and fitness expert. She is a model. She is a mom. She's an entrepreneur. She's an author also. And she has a story, y'all. So we're talking to her. Well, I got to talk to her about her business, just some trials in her life and how she got through, and what's the most one. All right, guys, we are here with Jamie Morrison, aka Jay, who is an author, model, health and fitness expert, entrepreneur. Girl, you do everything. So, Jamie,
I try.
why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself for the listeners if they may not know who you are.
Okay, well, my name is Jamie Morrison, as you guys already know. I am a physician assistant in the Air Force. I'm from Dallas, Texas, currently stationed in Washington, D.C., mother of two. I was a bikini bodybuilder. Started writing. I wrote my first book when I was 23 years old, and through some of my life, I would say pitfalls of life, I gained strength. That was what my first book was about. My second book is more about self-love and learning how to balance life as a working woman, a mother, taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit.
All right, there you go. I have a personal question of my own because child, I've been writing a book forever, and it's I can't finish. What is not your motivation, but what is that step that you took to make sure you finished your book, or how did you know it was done? Okay.
I think that just get a feeling that you know that it's done. If you keep having to look for things to add to it, then you're just kind of making, just kind of filling some white space. But, if it comes to you, like with both of my books, they just kind of came to me. I just kind of sat down and I wrote them and they just flowed. And then when I hit that moment where I was like, what else can I add to it? And I was like, it's really nothing else to add to it. Let me go back and see if the things that I put in it need to be refined. And so I would stop for a minute and go back and read over what I already did. And then if something else popped back up, then I could add to it. But you just kind of know when it's time to close it up.
That's really good advice. Okay, because sometimes I just be second guessing myself, like, and it's just exactly what you said, going back and feeling like, oh, I need to add something else. But I think I'm definitely at that point where I'm like, no, this is done. I don't need to write anymore. Um,
Right.
what I do also want to know is, what were you doing before you became an author? Before you start bodybuilding, like, because I said, you do a lot, so I just want to know, like, what were some of your jobs that you were doing beforehand?
So actually, I didn't really work as a teenager. My grandma wouldn't let me. I lived with my grandma. My mom went to prison when I was 12 years old, and I kind of just lived with aunt and then moved with my grandmother. And I knew that when my mom came home, she wouldn't be able to take care of the family or get me and my brothers and sisters back together. So I joined the military. And so from the age of 18 to 23, I just kind of stayed in the military. And that's when my mom came home, that's when I got the inspiration to write the first book, because I felt like that I was the child of an imprisoned person, and I didn't really have the outlet to talk to anybody to kind of give voice to my situation or be around other children that I could identify with. So I just, self-shamed and stayed to myself. But then at 23, I realized, I need to put my story out there. More children need to know that they're not alone, and, just kind of come together and make a safe haven for these kids. And then after that, I kind of finished the book up. I really didn't do anything with it because I didn't know how to balance my military life and, trying to get into being an author.
Right.
And ended up putting it to the side, got married, had kids, and then I realized that when I was in Vegas, I was like, I have a square butt. I was like, I'm looking like SpongeBob SquarePants around here. I was like, I'm 32 years old. I'm too young for this, And I just started to. I was like, I'm gonna do a bikini competition. I'm gonna do a bodybuilding competition. I was in my mind. I was like, not really, but that's like
Right.
you aim high, you kind of land in the middle. But my personal trainer was a bikini competitor, and she was like, no, you gonna get on this stage. And so I did. And I started to go. I was going through PA school at the same time as doing bodybuilding competitions, and then I realized that me being a Black woman, my family, the women in my family teach you how to cook. So they teach you how to cook so you can feed your family and feed your man. But I didn't necessarily learn how to work out and be healthy. Um, but I learned that going through PA school versus, as well as doing the bodybuilding competitions, how to control eating, working out, and then the health aspect of it. And then that's what brought about boots, bibs, and barbells. So I found myself going to school, in the military, had two children, still, trying to run a business on the side, and doing bodybuilding. And I just want to share with other women, my journey as well. It's like six other women that I feature in the book, and they shared their journey and just show women that you can do it all. You don't have to like don't put a covering on you and limit yourself. Like, take that covering off and just keep going to the top. And so that's how I got here.
And that is very true. Like, to just go back to what you said, to women out there who might, feel like they're struggling and they don't know how to balance everything. You can still do it all. You don't have to limit yourself to one specific thing. So, what I want to know, because you just said that you were doing a lot of stuff. You were in school. You were doing your bikini competition, training for that. You were a mom, married, an author. Like, in all of those things, were you practicing like time for yourself? Were you finding time for yourself and really kind of debriefing? Because I would feel, even though that's a lot of stuff, I feel like it's really important to take care of your mental health and find time for yourself. So were you able
Definitely.
to fit that in there?
I think that me using the gym was my source of stress relief. And
Okay.
then also too, I took days where I could take leave from, work and just focus on me. Maybe it would be, me going out and having a cheat meal, or me going to get a massage or something like that. So, it was just or a bath time. I do a lot of baths where I might soak in the bathtub for a little while and just kind of reflect over the week and the things and the goals that I have.
Okay. And like in the midst of like all of this, did you have like a mentor or like a supportive person or coach that you like kind of depended on or looked to help you through a lot of stuff?
I can't say that I had one specific person that was kind of coaching me and pushing me. I think that I was blessed to have multiple people along the way to push me in every area. That just was random people. It might not have been somebody that was there that was around for a long period of time, but I think
Right.
that, God perfectly placed the leaves and the branches in my life that I needed to help push me to where I am.
That's very important. Like I try to stress the importance, especially to my friends, of like your support system, because when you think about it, everybody doesn't have that support system. But for me, it's just like take the time to tell those people thank you. Whether it's a text message or
Yeah.
email or a card you want to send them, because when you look back on your life and you think to yourself, oh my god, I did all of this stuff, or I came from there to here. So for me,
Right.
it's always important to thank your support system. um, we kind of touched
I
on
definitely agree.
Yeah, we kind of touched on it a little bit, but my question was like, what prompted the fitness and wellness journey? But you kind of touched on it a little bit, and I want to go back because you said, and some black families we're taught how to cook so that we can make sure we're feeding our family and taking care of our man. Like where in that space, because that is what a lot of us are taught. Where in that space or between that time were you like, okay, yeah, I was taught that, but I also want to be healthy. Like what was
Um, it was definitely that picture from Las Vegas, and as well as me knowing that my father was way older than my mother. She was 25 when they had me, and he was 50. So by the time that I was in my 20s, he was 70 something, and he actually had a heart attack and died. But he also had diabetes, and then I also know that my mother has high blood pressure. So me understanding, being a medical person and understanding how it's familial related. Me not taking care of myself at a young age and knowing that at that time I'm 5'2" and I was 150 pounds, and knowing that that's considered to be, overweight,
mm,
that I was making myself more susceptible to developing diabetes because I had gestational diabetes with both of my children. And I knew that as I got older, if I didn't take care of myself, I would develop the hypertension. So it was more me wanting to be alive for me later on, and also to see my children have children. That was the real turning point.
what do you say? Because in my mind, I would expect a lot of people to think the same way, even though they don't. Because a lot uh, of us black people, and then just people in our family, struggle with health issues. Like, what advice do you have for the person who does want to lose the weight or get back healthy, and they have a reason for getting there, like their children, but they don't have that motivation? Like, what piece of advice would you give that person?
So I definitely see patients like this on a regular basis, where they come in and they want to get in shape, they want to be healthy,
Mm-hmm.
but it's kind of hard when you have established habits that doesn't necessarily lead you to have a healthy lifestyle. And I just tell those patients that don't look at you're looking at the end point. You're looking at, okay, I got to do all of this to get healthy and work out and, be able to guarantee that I'm going to live a long, healthy life, versus taking it a day at a time and just thinking, for today, I would eat this whole sandwich. But what I'm going to do is take one piece of bread off of this sandwich and just eat half the sandwich. Or instead of eating that whole bowl of rice, eat a little bit less than the whole bowl of rice. Just slowly kind of cut out portions that you know are not healthy or foods that you know are not healthy, as well as slowly incorporate more aerobic activity into your day. So you don't necessarily have to start a, fad diet right off the bat. You don't necessarily have to jump into, some workout. That might work for some people, but for a lot of people that doesn't work because you have to create space and time to add these things into your life. So my advice would be is just go slow, do it slow. Don't hurt yourself trying to do it, and also don't turn yourself off from it because you might, try to overdo it, and then in your mind you're completely like, I don't want to do it. It's not worth it. So
Right. Okay. And how long, like, would you say does it take to form a new habit? Like, if you are trying to get in the habit of eating healthier, if somebody's been eating, junk food and just bad food for 10 years, and they are trying to make their lifestyle change, how long does it take to form a new habit?
So it's been proven that it takes approximately about 30 days to form a new habit. And don't get me wrong, like once you form the new habit, new habits can be broken if you don't continue to do them.
Right.
But it'll be hard up until that 30-day period mentally, and then after that it starts to become like, you're accustomed to it. You do it. It's a part of your normal daily routine, and you just continue to do it unless you break that habit and then fall back into that comfort zone. So
Okay.
probably about 30 days.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, and kind of just like steering backwards, but to sum a lot of stuff up. If you look back on your life from where you first started, and then you think about everything you've accomplished now, what's most important to you right now?
What's most important to me right now is family.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just establishing a good foundation of, love, support, helping my kids learn from, the family cycle of bad habits, as well as helping build up, my mom and my sisters and my brothers, things like that. So I think that's the most important thing to me right now.
Okay. Um, okay. So I definitely agree. Family is um, extremely important. I don't think people are super aware of once they get into, well, trying to go back. Okay, I'm like, let me figure out what I'm trying to say. So I think people are always focused on the success, like the things that comes with success and the materialistic part of it. um, but in the end, I think a lot of people really connect with this, and they say the same thing. Like, it all comes down to, it's all, based on your family, because you can have, I don't know, all of the things. You can be successful, you can have all of the money, but if you're not basing that around your family, if you don't have
Still
anyone to
there?
share it with, yeah. So, still here. Um, okay. So we're gonna kind of shift.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
Oh, that's okay. So we're just gonna shift a little bit. So y'all know this is part of the show where you gotta answer a random question. So Jay, can you pick a number between 1 and 5?
Um, ooh, okay, I'll go dead in the middle. 3.
3. Let's see what 3 is about. You picked the same number as the last guest. Okay, so number 3 is, what was the last embarrassing situation that you were in?
The last embarrassing situation I was in.
Yes.
I can't.
We all have have some embarrassing moments. Some people might not
We
be
do.
as embarrassed as others. But can you think of like something off the top of your head, like the last, or just not the last, or just a embarrassing situation that you were in?
Um, I can't really think about. I would say this. The last feel kind of uncomfortable would be when I was in officer training school. And of course, when you're in like basic training all over again, you can't have makeup, you can't have eyelashes, you can't have dyed hair or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have time to change my hair, take my eyelashes off or anything. And so I had a TI come up to me, which was another black woman, and she came up to me and she just started to berate me in front of everybody about my hair being dyed, me having eyelashes, and I just started to cry. I cried because I was angry and I had just lost my godson. And I think that her embarrassing me like that just was too much. So that was my last embarrassing moment. I was embarrassed because she was yelling at me, and embarrassed because I was crying in front of everybody. And yeah,
That is
I would say.
tough. I definitely know what it's like to be a part of that. I did Air Force in college. Um, so when they tell you you cannot come in with anything, no makeup, lashes, hair must be in a ponytail, it cannot touch your neck, like you have to be stripped down. And so that is something to that you really have to get used to. But the berating, whew, girl, you better than me. I would have been like, lady, listen, lady. Okay, Jay, I do want you to tell the people how they can reach you on social media. How can they follow you on social media?
But you can find me on Instagram at that is THE underscore JamieJai. Or go visit my website at www.jamiej.com.
Okay, and can you tell us the name of your book and where they can find it?
So my first book is called 16 Years to Life. That one that you can find on Amazon in both on the Kindle and paperback, as well as at my website. And then Boots, Bibs, and Barbell is also available on Amazon in paperback, and you can also go to my website to purchase it as well.
So there you have it. Jamie, thank you so much for being on the show. I truly appreciate it. Um, you guys make sure you go follow her Instagram, visit the website, get the books. I'm definitely gonna support the books, and I'm super interested in reading through your first book. I love autobiographies, so I just want to know.
Yes, it was a tough one.
Again, thanks so much for being on the show. I
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me.
You are welcome. Y'all, we're back. Well, I'm back because it's just me. Y'all, that was the interview with Jamie Morrison. Sorry about some of the audio. I know it kind of like went in and out, but I think for the most part, you all could hear. But shout out to Jamie Morrison, because when I tell you she has been through some things, but she's like come out on the other side and she's out here killing the game also. And I'm just trying to get my summer body like Jamie's. So, I'm working. It's hard, y'all. It's hard to just eat right. Oh, man. Because I just be wanting flaming hots. In Chicago, that's what we call them. They're called hot Cheetos. But Chicago, we say flaming hots because apparently we're all illiterate here. I just be wanting to eat the wrong thing. So, yeah, I was doing a good job. I swear I was. I was doing a good job. I was working out every day. And then I was like, boom. But I'm going to get back on my stuff because I'm about to be fine. I'm about to be fine, y'all. So once again, because I can't stay focused. Shout out to Jamie Morrison. Shout out to Atiya McDaniels. Thank you, ladies, for being guests on the show this week. Y'all make sure y'all go follow them, support them, buy the books from Amazon, visit the website, because they are two dope Black women. Yeah, and then we kind of did, like, in my box, they answered the questions. So, we get to skip that part. Y'all don't need to know nothing else about me because I've already answered a whole bunch of questions in my box. What I will say is this. I need y'all help because, I tell y'all, I'm not a petty person, so I don't know what to ask the guests, like the in my box questions. If y'all have questions that y'all want to be on a show, like in the box, send them to me. Y'all can send them to me on the IG page, Ask Vibes. Y'all can email them to me, askvibez@gmail.com. Let me know because y'all know I'm not really petty in real life. So we're going to move on to the shout outs of the week. Shout outs of the motherfucker week. First shout out goes to Live Cafe in Oak Park. You guys, last week I had my first live event. So we had the first live event for Vibes Podcast. Shout out to the 5 people who showed up. No, I'm not embarrassed. No, I was not mad. We actually had a really good time. So, this is a live and learn things. I just got to do like more promo and just create an event on, IG and Facebook and actually invite people instead of just posting the damn flyer up. But shout out to the 5 people who showed up. We ended up still having a really good time. You guys, I'm actually going to post that video up on my YouTube page. So if y'all want to go over and subscribe to my YouTube page, is Meme Wallace, MEME Wallace. Then y'all can see that video up. It actually should be up now. And y'all can catch the whole video. Because we got into some things as a live show. And so shout out to Live Cafe. Shout out to Dominique, Liz, Cleo, Curtis, and his wife, who all showed up to the live event. Shout out to Eric. Thank you so much, Eric. You're the real MVP. Eric, y'all, the producer of the show. He be holding shit down. He be doing stuff. Shout out to Oak Park Brewery. Because after the show, we went out. Liz, Dominique, Cleo, and myself, we all went to high school together. So we went out to the Oak Park Brewery and we was out there eating. And they were actually, it was, I forget what the actual name of the show was, but they have drag night on Fridays. So we got to see everybody, the drag queens, perform. And that was Liz and Cleo's first show. So, y'all, and we was like the only like po bitches in there because we ain't had no money to be giving them. Like, I ain't got no money to be giving you, girl. So shout out to Oak Park Brewery for doing that. Shout out to the Stream Players podcast. You guys, I told you a few weeks ago that I was doing another new podcast. I know, I'm all over the fucking place. But the Stream Players podcast drops May 3rd. So that's actually coming up. That's this Friday. Is that Friday? 4th? Yeah. Yeah, my birthday coming up too. So Stream Players podcast is dropping May 3rd. It's a movie review podcast, but we put a spin on it. We review all movies that are streaming on any like streaming platform, Netflix, Hulu, Prime. We review those movies. All of them, I'm pretty sure y'all have seen them, the movies that we're reviewing. But what we do, what makes us different is we connect the movie, the storyline to real life and, how people are going through it today. So we did that. I'm excited about that. Y'all, we're going to have that up. I'll give y'all more info next week, but it's going to drop this Friday. It should be on Apple Podcasts and SoundCloud for now. So on this Friday, May 3rd, y'all look out for the Stream Players podcast. And then also, once again, shout out to Atiya and Jamie for being the guest on this week's show. Thank you, ladies, so much. Y'all, if y'all have not learned anything from them or just taken any kind of advice from them, I need y'all to go back and listen to that and just find some inspiration in there. You guys, so we're moving on to Therapy Free. And this week's message is, I literally just came to me because I was just texting my friend Laura, and she's going through some stuff right now, but I just don't like when people are down and they, feel like that is the only place to be at the moment. So I just had to uplift her and be on my friend duties. So my advice for this week is simply this. Do not accept something negative when there's always a possibility for positivity. It's that simple. I don't care if, you went to the doctor and the doctor told you, hey, these are your only options. No, it's not. Because I refuse to accept that. You're giving me negative information when I know that there's a possibility for positivity. So I'm going to go and I'm going to figure out something else. If somebody at that job is like, you're fired. Okay, that's fine. But don't give up on yourself. Don't just be like, well, I don't know what to do. There's no other possibilities for me. Yes, it is. It's always a positive outlook. There's always something positive on the other side, you guys. So that's my advice. Like, don't just accept that negative answer for your only answer. Do your research. Go out there. Prove to yourself that you are worthy. Prove to yourself that there is a possibility for a positivity. Do not just give up on yourself because somebody told you something that they believe. What is it that you believe? You should be believing in yourself. You should be believing that there is a possibility for positivity. And when you know that and you believe it to be true, then you can go out there and you can get it. So, you guys, that's my message for this week. Yeah, we reached the end of the show. It's time to go at the end of the show. Yes, make sure you go and subscribe. Y'all know I can't say that word. Subscribe to VIBEZ Podcast. Y'all know where it's at. Go and subscribe. Follow us on social media. Follow VIBEZ. Twitter and Facebook, VIBEZ Podcast. That's VIBEZ with a Z, VIBEZ. And if it's not popping up and y'all don't find it on first hand, y'all gotta type my name in, Mimi Wallace. Mimi with 2 E's, MEME Wallace. VIBEZ Podcast. So go and follow it. And then on IG, y'all know it's Ask Vibes. You guys, I'm gonna start doing something new. I want to do a live, what do they call? A live IG thing. At least, once every 2 weeks. So I want to do like a live 1 hour special with a guest. So I want to like call in. Y'all got to answer y'all IG phone. I don't know what it's called. But I just want to see your face. I want us to chat, have a combo. So, I'll put that up on IG and see how y'all respond. But you guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. Next week is my birthday, y'all. May 5th is my birthday. Your girl is turning 30 up in this bitch. I'm old. I'm not old. I'm older. And I'm loving it. I don't know what's going on with me. Like, it's something in my body. I can't stop moving. I can't stop talking fast. I can't shut the fuck up. But y'all, I'm excited. I'm turning 30 on May 5th. I'm going to have myself a little party, a little dirty 30 turn up. And it might actually be a turn down because I get sleepy by 10 o'clock. Judge me, not your mama. That's wrong. Judge your mama, not me. That's what happens when you drink. You guys, so there was a point in all of that. My point is, there will not be another episode next week because it's my motherfucking birthday. And I'm not recording. I'm not doing an episode on my birthday weekend. I have plans to simply be drunk. That's it. That's my plan. It's to be drunk. So you guys catch us again May 11th. So the episode is going to air May 13th. We'll have an episode then. You guys, that's going to be a good show because that's going to be the hip hop episode. So we're going to be talking about the decline in talent in hip hop. And I'm so ready for that conversation. I already got my panel together. Y'all catch us then. Once again, y'all, thanks for tuning into the show. Catch us May 13th. That's going to be the next new episode. And remember, if y'all got some stuff y'all want to hear, topics y'all want to hear, shoot me an email, askvibez@gmail.com, or send it on the IG page, Ask Vibes. Shoot me a DM. Let me know. Please don't be sending me no dick pics. Please. Oh, yeah, that's a side note. I had to curse somebody out for sending me dick pics. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't, and I won't, and I can't, and I shan't. Y'all, thanks for tuning in, and I'm out this bitch.
Why you running, baby? You know this is your time. And everything I've known right up to this point's no longer on my mind. Because there's something bigger than me. I know. This whole thing's bigger than me. There's something bigger than me. I know. This whole thing's bigger than me. Oh, I know we're a treasure. I know we're a treasure. I've never seen it so clear. Something is happening here. Everything is changing now. I've never seen it so clear. Something is happening here. Everything is changing now. Everything's different now. There's something